Lazareva Anna Ivanovna, please come in. I nodded, clutching my purse to my chest, and stepped into the bright gynecologist's office. Visiting such places for the first time is terrifying. Everything seems so cold and sterile and outrageously expensive. I would never have been able to afford such a luxurious clinic, but the owner of the hotel where I work is a generous man who doesn't count his money. I've never seen him in person, only know his name, and that he is meticulous about everything he does. That's why, once a year, he sends all of us, housekeepers, kitchen staff, and other employees, for a routine medical checkup. I've only been working at Etalon for a few months, so this is my first time benefiting from this perk. Why are you shaking so much, Anya? My friend laughed when she saw me turning pale and then blushing as I prepared to come here. You act like you're walking into a gas chamber, not just getting a routine checkup. But it's a gynecologist. That means some stranger is going to ask me awkward questions and make me undress. I'm going to die of embarrassment, Liza. Oh, please, just tell them you're still a virgin. No big deal. You think you're the only one? Well, at 20 years old, yeah, maybe you are the only one, she teased, bursting into laughter. Liza is obsessed with my virginity. She never misses a chance to joke about it. But honestly, I don't find it that offensive. And I'm not even ashamed. Yes, I've never been with a man. So what? It's not because I'm some kind of nun, but simply because I've never been in love. The only boyfriend I ever had betrayed me. He cheated on me with my childhood friend. That's actually why I left my hometown and moved to the capital to start over. I got into university on a scholarship, found a job as a housekeeper in a hotel, and now share an apartment with Liza. I've almost forgotten the one who once hurt me. Anna Ivanovna, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. A pleasant-looking doctor jumped up from her chair and extended her hand for a handshake. I'm Olga Evgenyevna Tikhomirova, and I'll be taking care of you on this very important day. I hesitated. Very important day? Do they greet all their patients like this? Though, honestly, it is a bit nerve-wracking. They must be skilled psychologists here. How was your trip? Everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. I took the metro. The metro? The doctor's eyes widened in surprise, though she kept her thoughts to herself. Come and have a seat. I promise this will be quick and completely painless. Still feeling a bit uneasy, I sat down in the leather chair, sensing that something was off. Her reaction, that overly bright smile, the gleam in her eyes. But this is an elite clinic. Maybe this is just their standard approach. I've never been to a place like this before, never even been to a gynecologist at all, so how would I know what's normal? We're very happy you chose us. We really hope you'll be satisfied with your visit. You and Rustam Tigranovich. Thank you. I hope so too. What the hell is going on? Rustam Tigranovich, the owner of the hotel chain where I work. Did he personally inform the doctors that I'd be coming? This is unreal. I mean, I've heard he's thorough and responsible, but this level of attention? Did you read the contract carefully? Was everything clear? Do you have any questions? I did sign some paperwork before coming in, just a standard medical form, nothing unusual. What could be unclear about it? Yes, it was all straightforward. How are you feeling? You didn't forget to take your prescribed medication? Wow, they even know about my seasonal allergy pills? Now that's impressive. Here, take this. It'll help with the anxiety. I read your file and it mentioned that you're quite nervous. That won't work in our favor, she said, handing me a pill and a tall glass of water. Seeing me hesitate, she smiled gently. Don't worry, it's completely safe. You'll just relax, nothing more. Still puzzled, I took the pill and swallowed it. She read my personal file? What file? Oh, maybe from the hotel. Honestly, I was extremely anxious. I had already taken 5 valerian pills at home, and 3 more in the hallway. Hopefully, I won't overdose and pass out right here. Rustam Tigranovich specifically instructed us to make this as quick as possible, and of course, we'll do everything to ensure your comfort. We really hope everything works out on the first try. It's important that our clients leave satisfied. Works out on the first try? You mean the exam? I wanted to ask for clarification, but hesitated. I didn't want to look like some clueless country girl. Please step behind the screen and undress. Undress? Completely? My eyes widened. Of course. You'll find a disposable gown there. The doctor reassured me with a soft smile. Don't worry, it's just you and me here today. The hardest part is over. Now comes the most important step. As I undressed, I debated whether I should tell her the most crucial thing. Finally, I decided that it wouldn't be right to hide it from the doctor. Um, there's something you should know. I'm still a virgin, I admitted, feeling a little embarrassed. She definitely wasn't expecting that. It was written all over her stunned, almost shocked face. Damn. Maybe Liza was right. Being a virgin at 20 is practically unheard of these days. To be honest, I didn't know. No one told me, she mumbled in confusion. Are you sure you want to go through all this while still being a virgin? Do I even have a choice? Besides, I already signed the paperwork. There's no turning back now. I tried to sound brave, though in reality, I was incredibly nervous. Does Rustam Tigranovich know about this? That you're still innocent? We haven't exactly discussed such things. I was shocked by her lack of tact. Why on earth would my boss need to know whether I was a virgin or not? He's a billionaire. I'm just a student. We live in completely different worlds. I receive money from him, not share my personal life, and my private affairs are none of his concern. I lifted my chin proudly and stepped into the adjacent room. Turns out this so-called respectable place wasn't all that respectable. They're ridiculous, intrusive questions. In that case, we'll be extremely careful during the procedure. You never know. Maybe Rustam Tigranovich does know, and this is one of his peculiar preferences. I could have sworn she mumbled something under her breath that sounded like, "You can never understand these billionaires." But maybe I was just imagining things. I waited for the doctor for a while, nearly dozing off. Looks like I did go overboard with the sedatives. My eyelids were heavy, though wasn't I supposed to be shaking like a leaf right now? By the time the doctor returned, I was already half asleep. My body felt weak, and fear had completely faded. At that moment, I wanted nothing more than to go home and finally sleep. Put your legs here, just like that. It might be slightly uncomfortable, but it won't hurt. Don't worry. I flinched when I felt her insert something inside me. Then just as quickly, she pulled it back out. It wasn't painful, which was a relief, just a little unpleasant. Everything okay? Yes, everything went just fine. In a few days, we'll find out if a miracle happens. What? What miracle? These people were all so strange. I had had enough. Weird questions, odd procedures. Stay here for a little while longer. You shouldn't get up yet. At least half an hour. I'll be back soon, and we'll discuss the next steps. All right, I nodded obediently. But the moment the door closed behind her, I quickly dressed, grabbed my card from the table, and slipped out of the office unnoticed. As I hurried down the hallway, I overheard a girl arguing with the floor administrator, insisting that she was Lazareva Anna Ivanovna, that she was running late and had an appointment with Dr. Tikhomirova. I blinked in surprise. My namesake? Here? On the same day? In the same clinic? I wanted to eavesdrop a little longer, but just then, the elevator doors opened. I stepped inside, still completely unaware of the insane, unbelievable chain of events that was about to unfold in my life. The storage room door burst open, and in stormed Isolda, the administrator we all called Old Woman Isergil, because of her absolutely unbearable personality. You'd have to search far and wide to find a bigger witch. Did you clean the luxury suite on the 20th floor today? The one with the attic? Where the Minister of Foreign Affairs is staying? Exactly. Yes, I did. Did something happen? Judging by the old hag's expression, some kind of global catastrophe had just occurred. Her narrow, pale blue eyes shot daggers at me. The minister is missing an important document, a very valuable one. But I didn't take anything, and I didn't see anything either. I just cleaned the room like I always do. That's it. And yet the document is gone. So what else am I supposed to think? Do you remember what happened last month? She stepped even closer, her glare turning even sharper. When you flung the windows wide open and the guest contract flew right off the table. I just wanted to air out the room, I mumbled, embarrassed. Okay, yes, that happened. But this time, I swear it wasn't my fault. We'll see about that. Don't you worry. And prepare yourself, she sneered before marching out and slamming the door behind her. Prepare for what, do you think? I asked Liza, who had just stepped out of the supply closet where we kept the cleaning supplies. The moment Isergil barged in, Lisa had wisely decided to lay low, and I didn't blame her. For getting fired? What else? My friend declared. She's had it out for you for a while. That much is obvious.